right. What's going on, folks? Saw there's a few people that were already online. Sorry for the color. This is terrible. Oh, well. It'll have to do. Can everybody hear me all right? Well, I guess there's nobody on to really hear me yet. Got 4 people on. Got 5. Who else out there? Six folks. Refresh the chat. How do I do that, Nate? I think I screwed that up. All right, sorry guys, I'm having a little bit of trouble here trying to get this thing to go. So the chat just disappeared from my screen. Sorry guys, I'm trying to figure this thing out. Not sure where it all went. Sorry guys, I completely lost my chat window and I have no idea how to get it back. Nate, I see you on Instagram. Could you help me out here?
Is it like you have to slide the screen?
I don't know.
Because on Instagram you can like swipe and it'll.
Oh, that's a good idea. Let me get on my phone and I'll pull it up on my phone. I'm sure everybody wanted to see that. All right. All right, there. I see some of this stuff on my phone now. In fact, so we got 11, 12 folks on here. Let me see who's the last person here. Happy Independence Day, Vinny. Sorry, guys. I'm probably going to have to do the chat off my phone. My apologies. I don't know what happened to my screen. I see myself in big, beautiful color here, but I can't see anything else. So Anyway, Papa Mows Low, thanks. I appreciate the congratulations. Let's see here. Who else? Who am I missing here? The Lawn Mentor, what's going on? Nate, thanks. Appreciate it. Good call on pulling up my phone. And then sorry, my buddy coming on so he can be a moderator. And then let's see here. What else? Who else is on here? Lawn Life. Hey Kenny, what's going on? Peter, thank you so much, Peter. Ned, thanks for being on. Grace, thanks for being on. So folks, got about 10 folks on right now. So hopefully the screen isn't too bad. But yeah, I've been meaning to do this whole thing for a while now, and I just haven't been able to. It's been kind of crazy since we bought the house. We just have had a lot of projects going on, and it's been kind of nuts. But you guys have seen some of the projects. When I do projects, I do them heavy, and usually it costs a lot of time and energy. But it's a good thing though. I mean, we've been really enjoying the house here. Let me move this screen over here. See if this helps me a little bit. There we go. That is a much better screen for me. But yeah, so we've been spending a lot of time on the house, and as you guys can see, it's a never-ending process with this house. And also for those of you that think that I'm supposed to be at the beach right now, I'm not. And long story. And so we're home. Got home this morning. We got to the beach, and it was an absolute disaster. The condo was nasty. I mean, I could tell you all the different things that we experienced with it, and we finally decided, we've had enough, and it was time to come home. And we had other things that we would rather get done, and so we came home, and here's where we are. I got plenty of projects to do, so it's not like I'm gonna not do something. Hey Eric, what's going on? And so we just figured we would call it and say, screw the beach and the nastiness of the beach and of the condo. We've never been to Panama City Beach. We've done the Panhandle many, many times. We really like it out there, but man, Panama City was just a freaking disaster. Yeah, we got in the condo. It was dirty. The couch had stains on it. We had to wash all the dishes. Then we tried to wash all the towels because they were musty. And then it turns out that the dryers, the knob on the dryer was broken. So I had to go to Walmart, get some tools, and I tried to fix it myself. Ended up getting it working, but it's just all the stuff that you shouldn't have to do on vacation. And finally, we just decided, this is not relaxing. We're not having a good time. And we took off, and we went to Birmingham last night, went to Topgolf, had some great dinner with my girls. So we ended up salvaging a little bit. Now we're home. So here we are back in Franklin, Tennessee, doing our thing. What's going on, Christian? Happy 4th to you. Yeah, no, I can't blame the Panama City internet. No, Lawn Mentor, we cannot. Money back, not yet. They don't have to. I mean, in the end, we have a signed contract and it says no refund. But, that's not to say that I can't give them a nice review, which I plan on doing. So, but it's all right. I mean, worse things can happen. I got a little bit of sun, got my feet in the sand. We took advantage of it as much as we could, and here we are. We're back in town. So, anyway, it's all good. It's all good. I would love to sit here and complain some more, but I'm not going to. Anyway, so we stayed, I can't even tell you where it is, but it was right at the end of, we drove all the way down 231 from Tennessee. And then it's where like all the Ripley's, believe it or not, it's like was right off that area. So it was just super crowded. We ended up, my girls are older, so we ended up doing a lot of getting away from the strip, and we went all the way into like closer to town and went to a couple of pubs and places like that. That was just, off the beaten path. There was nobody in there, and it was just us. So it was a lot more fun that way. It was a lot more relaxing. Let's see here. Yeah, definitely makes me appreciate my home lawn mentor for sure. Yeah, Papa Mows Low, that definitely. I'll tell him that I have 1,000 followers now. What do you think about, or 1,000 subscribers? You don't want to mess with me, but I will not be trashing anybody online. I promise you. It is what it is. We'll deal with it. So anyway, yeah, thanks everybody. All of you guys that are on here. Obviously, you all are subscribers. At least I hope you are, and I really appreciate all that you guys are doing, and just for being supporters and helping me get to 1,000 subscriptions. It was a lot longer road than I thought it was going to be, but it just makes you appreciate it that much more. And we've really we came a long way to get here. So it's been a journey. We've made lots of great friends, lots of guys that are on here right now that I consider friends, even though we haven't met in person, just because we all kind of doing the same thing. But it's been a journey, and it's been a lot of fun. And honestly, I do this because for me, it's a creative outlet. I figure I enjoy working with my hands, even though I don't on a normal basis. That's not how I make my living. But I love being in the lawn. I love being in the yard, and I figure why not video it and maybe help other folks with some questions or things that they go through. And if I can do that for them, then more power to everybody around me. But so. Anyway, couple things. So, like I said, we're gonna do a little bit of a drawing on a few things. If you commented on the last video, if you haven't commented on the last video, then go ahead and do that real quick. I will remove duplicates, so commenting 50 times probably isn't going to help you. But I will be doing a random drawing off of the comments from the last video, and if you're picked, it's going to be super simple. I'm wearing a couple of things here from the store. Actually, this is not from the store, but there is a hat that's very similar. In fact, I couldn't find the one that I ordered from the store. This is a polo shirt, and I really like the polo shirt. It's embroidered. The t-shirts, I've ordered several t-shirts. I didn't want to put anything out there that I didn't really feel good about. And so far, all of the products that I have ordered from the site have been top notch, and so I feel good about that. So if you win something, then just go out there to DIYLawnShark.com and look at the store. And if there's anything else, so I'm still kind of building the store. So if you see a t-shirt or a shirt, or a hat, and you want it in a different color, I can definitely make that work out. So just let me know what you want and what color, and I will do my best to get you that. And if not, what I'll do is I will be sure to reach out to you, and we can figure out what's the best course of action to get you what you, at least close to what you want. So real simple stuff. So I don't know how many I'm going to do. I think I'm going to start with one right now. So give me a second. Let's do a quick random pick here. We're going to filter the duplicates, and we're just going to start. At least I think I am. And today has not been a good day for me, technology-wise. And I work in technology. That's the sad part about this whole thing. We're going to try this again. Missed a step. There we go. All right, 37 comments. And now we can do the random picker. And the first winner is Organic Lawn and DIY Warrior. So if you're on, cool, then we'll go ahead and just email me at dino@DIYLawnShark.com. I will be sure to put that in the description and the comments below once this video goes live. So in case somebody wasn't on and they weren't live, then you can just go out there and just email me your contact information, and then we'll figure out how to get stuff to you. But I'm just going to ship everything directly to you. So, ScooterP, to answer your question, actually, that was one of the things I was going to talk to you guys about my next project. So, my next big project that I'm currently working on is I'm building a shed. And somebody gave me a great suggestion on the name of the shed, and we're going to call it the Shark Shed. So, I'm building the Shark Shed, and that shed is going in next to my parking pad that I had built when I first moved into this house. So, that's our next project. Excuse me. So the question I had for you guys is, how do you guys feel about me putting that video or the series of videos of building? This could be a project on this channel. So thanks, Papa. Thanks, Vinny. Appreciate it. Glad you guys like the name. I can take no credit for it. I'll figure out who it was that actually made the suggestion, but it was a great suggestion. Anyway, so we're gonna build the Shark Shed, and I guess the question to everybody here is, do you guys feel like it would be a cool project for you to watch? The thing I found is, as we're doing these videos, is that when it is not related directly to the lawn, videos just don't get that much traction. And so I would rather put that video, if it's not something everybody wants to watch, on a different channel that I have for my personal channel. Which is what I was going to do. But obviously, I've got a lot more subscribers on this one. So anyway, if you guys think it's a good idea, comment, or chat or whatever, and let me know if if you think it'd be a good idea to do that. I've already got the foundation done, and I've got the floor done. I stopped because we were going off on vacation, and since now I've got the rest of my vacation back, that's my next thing, is I'm gonna go ahead and keep rocking on that thing. So lumber, you guys saw my quick little video on lumber prices. Holy shnikes. Lumber prices are astronomical. Just the flooring, that's like, it literally was 11 sticks of 2x4 by 10s and 3 sheets of pressure treated plywood was over $500. It's just, I don't know how people survive paying for that kind of stuff, but I'm glad I can do it myself. So, Peter, you said you'd like to see it. Yeah, Nate, you're right. It is part of the yard. It is a yard, the lawn garden shed. Shark fan coming out on time. Yeah, Papa. Carlos, it would be a cool project. Do you know? Is that something? Yeah, that's the thing, is I'm kind of debating, is this the right place for me to do it or not? All right, so you'd watch it, Papa, and then hope you don't mind me calling you Papa. It's just easier than Papa Mows Low. Yeah, so Nate, so off the subject of the shed, hey, real quick before I forget, Eric, do me a favor. Can you write down the actually, I'm just gonna take a screenshot, never mind. There we go. I'll take a screenshot of this. I want to make sure I don't forget who it is who was the first winner of the thing. So anyway, sorry about that little logistics thing I had to take care of there. So Tony, you'd see it. Just call it building lawn mower storage facility. That's true. That's basically what it is. That's a great point. Rohinton, Mystery 24. I like all that you've done. Okay. Yeah, and that's what I figured. It's like, it's hard to do things on a couple different channels. Any of the home improvement stuff that we're going to do on this house, I'm definitely going to do on the other channel, because it is not related to the lawn. But the shed is kind of like, it sits in the middle. It is a build project, but I'm doing it specifically for the lawn. The one video I haven't done yet is I haven't shown you guys this house yet. And in fact, I'll show you real quick what I'm living with. Let's see if I can do this without unplugging it. Whoa. I can do it without unplugging anything. But if you look right there, those are all the boxes for my office. I'm literally sitting in my office right now, and this is how I work. So if I need something from those boxes, I'm opening up boxes to get the stuff. And that's kind of a inconvenient way to live. I also love to woodwork. And so one of the things that I'm going to do is I want to build my own cabinets. and I can't do that right now because I don't have any room in the garage because I've got all of my lawn gear, I've got all of my woodworking gear. I'm trying to get my wife's car in the garage. I mean, there's just so much stuff going on. So that's really the reason why I need the garden shed. So I need to finish that first, get everything out, then I can start building stuff for the rest of the house. So definitely the first things that are going to go out in that shed are all of my lawn gear. It's going to be my mowers, my gas, my any chemicals, all that stuff will just go out there. Eventually I may do some power out there. And then the other thing that I'm going to do it'll be a project, and I think this will be one of the cooler projects. I don't know if I should share it with you all or not. It's only 20 of you on here, so I'm sure somebody else will see this video. But one of the cool projects that I want to do is I built irrigation for the whole house, right? So I want to reuse the water that sheds off of the roof of the shed and use it for irrigation around the shed, since I don't have any irrigation in that corner of the yard. So that'll be a pretty cool project that I'll do, and especially once the shed is done. But that'll be a DIY irrigation video that I'm going to be using off of the gutters, and I'll probably do a rain barrel with a bunch of other stuff. So that's going to be something I've been wanting to do for a long time. There's a lady I watch on YouTube, Amy Wilkerson. I don't know if you guys know who she is, but she's got like 1.4 million followers, and she does some cool woodworking projects. And if you ever want to look at stuff that she does, it's pretty neat stuff. And then she does like water irrigation and retention from her workshop in a big way, like 20,000 gallon big way. And she does it all off of the water that sheds off of the top of her workshop and down into this retention thing down at the end of her. And then she has a pump that actually does all the irrigation. I'm not going to do that because I don't have the room, but that's where I kind of got the idea, but I'm just going to do it on a smaller scale. So anyway, what's up, George? See you on there. Thanks for joining, buddy. And I appreciate it. Lawntism, hey, what's going on, man? Lawn Maverick, what's going on? My other channel, Vinny, is just Dino Evangelista. Just that's, in case you guys don't know that, my full name is Dino Evangelista, and if you search for that, you'll see it. It's pretty small. I've only got a couple of videos on there. I'm going to be doing a lot more when it comes to all the projects that I've got to do here in this house. But again, one thing at a time. Got to get that shed, then I can start doing bigger projects. Daddy all day, what's going on, buddy? Let's see here. Let's see. Amy Wilkerson. That's her. That's right, Vinny. If you guys get a chance, yes, she is on the Tim Tool Man Taylor's new show. And she's really sharp, man. If you guys get a chance to watch her stuff, she does really good stuff. She's the one that made me want to get like bigger land so that I could do bigger stuff. But one thing at a time. Thanks, Londa. I appreciate you saying that. I mean, I the thing I keep telling everybody about my channel is, if you guys want to be like looking at videos that talk about specifically teaching videos, that's probably not going to be this channel. I do a lot of projects. Hopefully, people learn things from the things that I do. And I do interact with every comment. That's my goal, is as long as I can, I'm going to continue to interact with every comment that shows up on my videos. And if people have questions, then I'm going to do my best to answer or point you in the right direction. But I'm probably not going to be the guy that sits there on YouTube and says, hey, you're going to use humic acid and here's all the specifics around that. There's so many other channels out there. The lawn care nut. George does a great job. Nate does a great job with Pacific Northwest lawns. I mean, Christian does a great job. There's so many guys out there that do a great job of doing that specific teaching and product knowledge. And I'm learning a lot of stuff from them. For me, it's more about the project and to show what the progress is and everything else. So that's kind of how I approach things. So if you want somebody that's going to be teaching you things to the nitty gritty, it's not going to be here. Probably not. At least not as the majority of my videos. So how about another giveaway? Let me do this. else? Give me 1 second. Let's pick out another one. All right, let's see who the next winner is. Peter Decker. I think I saw you online. So Peter, email me at dino@diylawnshark.com. Send me your contact information. Go out on my website, which is diylawnshark.com. Look at the merchandise. Like I said, if you guys find something that's not on there that you want, like if you want this shirt in a different color and it doesn't show up there, just tell me that and I can make it happen. And if I can't, we'll figure something out. Same thing with the t-shirts, all that stuff, hats. If you guys want a different color, please feel free to go out there and just pull it up and let me know. All right, I got you, Peter. Let's see here. What else? Yeah, Chuck, definitely. April does great quality videos, which is why I really like her. There's several channels out there when it comes to like DIY projects and building things on a big scale. Another one that I really like is Rogue Engineer. If you guys ever have heard of him, he does really good stuff. He does a lot of Home Depot endorsement type of stuff. But yeah. PRG, Lawn Maverick. So great question. The PRG in the backyard is actually, other than the rainstorm that took out half of my yard, or not half, but it took out a bunch of divots in my yard, it's actually doing really well. Now, I did cheat a little bit, and I said I wasn't going to do anything. I kind of did a thing back there to try to make it better. I didn't video it. But I'll be sure to share the outcome of what I did, mostly because I'll admit I was a little chicken. I was afraid to go out there and like commit to a video and do it. And then it's a freaking middle of summer in Tennessee where it's really super hot and PRG is not supposed to have seed. If it works out, you'll see it in the video. If it doesn't work out, you'll see that. I'll be sure to mention that I tried something that didn't work, which is, part of my journey is, the thing I'm not afraid to do, as you guys know, is I'm not afraid to go out there and, mess up on something and say, hey, this didn't work out. It wasn't really a good idea. Yeah, no worries, Peter. Just email me and we'll get you going. Yeah, thanks, Lawn Dad. Sorry. Yeah, I enjoy the journey. I love projects. I love seeing people do projects. Even if it's multi-video, as long as it doesn't take too long. And that's the reason why I don't do other people's videos anymore, like for other people's lawns, is because it just takes too long. You go out there and then they end up doing something else. And, you spend all this time like getting their lawns ready, getting all their stuff done. And then they go off and do something crazy. And you're like, wait a minute, what happened to the journey? So I've kind of given up on doing other people. So I'll help people. People can call me and I'll show up at their house and I just don't videotape their stuff anymore. It's just not worth it. It ends up becoming like a half-told story, and that's not fun. Yeah, thanks, Lawn Maverick. My self-reliance. So Chuck from Daddy All Day, you said, have I watched the channel My Self-Reliant? I have not checked that one out. I'll have to look at that one. What is that about, if you don't mind me asking? Yeah, the Berenberg PRG, I was watching the Lawn Ginges video about that, and I kind of regretted not getting that stuff. If I do, in fact, when I do more stuff in the fall for both the front and the backyard, I think I'm going to switch over to that Berenberg PRG because it does have the rhizomes, and I think that's a big deal. That's the reason why I'm getting away from fescue. I don't want to sit there and have to mess with that. I want something that's going to self-heal, which is why I miss my freaking Bermuda. I love Bermuda, and I can't do that because I'd kill my neighbors, or they would kill me. Cognac straight. Yeah, I mean, I would love to do more live. It's just, I honestly don't think too much about doing live videos. I'm not sure everybody wants to sit here and talk to me, but obviously I appreciate everybody being on here and asking questions. So Chuck, he built a cabin in the woods and lives out of it. Chopped down his own trees and all that. Oh man, that sounds like a great channel. That's the kind of stuff I love to watch. I love watching people that they just do stuff like that. the off-grid living folks. The ones that I've been kind of getting into lately is the ones that do the, RV life type of stuff. And obviously, I'm never going to do something like that because I like a lawn. Not much of a lawn when you're living in an RV, but I do love watching that stuff, and maybe I'll do it a little bit on the side. So you heard that you should avoid perennial rye below 15,000 square feet, but I'm saying forget that because I think the new cultivars can grow anywhere within reason. I agree. I mean, especially when you have irrigation. If you have irrigation and shade, which is what I have in the backyard, I think it'll be fine. Yeah, Vinny, definitely. I mean, I think it's a good mix for sure when you can do PRG and fescue. I'm just going to do away with the fescue. I'm going to redo my whole front, and I'm going to do PRG, and I'm going to do Kentucky bluegrass. I don't know which cultivar I'm going to use yet. I'm trying to do some research. If anybody has any suggestions on something that works great in the transition zone, let me know, and I'll try that out. That's fine, Chuck. I know it's an oversimplification. I'm sure it's a lot more complex, but that sounds really cool. I'll have to check them out. Oh, 1,500 feet of elevation. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, we're right at like 700. So maybe, I don't care. It's working out for me though. I mean, the stuff that grew in the back, the PRG that grew up in the back, is doing great. I mean, we've had some really hot days here. I mean, we're not Pacific Northwest hot. Like, holy crap. It was like 121 up there or something like that. I think that's what Nate was saying. But anyway, myself Alliance and Joe Ribbinet are awesome. Myron cleared his own land in North Georgia mountains and made his own lumber with the sawmill. That's the other type of videos that I like. I love the sawmill videos. Those things are pretty cool. Outdoors with the Morgans is one of the best. I mean, they do some crazy stuff. Yeah. So Nate, you're at 200 feet and it does really good, but you're also really cool. Not this year, but typically you're pretty cool where you live, up there in the Northwest, Pacific Northwest. Yeah, fescue. I just can't get into it. I'm not going to say I'm a hater of it. I just can't get into it. 114 at your place. Canada hit 121. That's right. I did. That's where I heard it. It was Vancouver, where they hit 121 today. Stand of SS 5,000 and 200 feet below sea level. Yeah, I had the same thing. Lawn Dad. That's right. The Morgans. What's his name? What's his first name? But anyway, he quit his job, so now he's doing YouTube full time. And he's doing, lumber, and he's doing firewood. He's doing all that stuff. But he's got a huge chunk of land out there. So I mean, I think they've got like 100 and something acres where they cut everything down. They got cherry, they got oak, they got everything. All right, so we got 2 folks down. Let's do a third giveaway real quick. Stand by. Let's pull this up. See who the third winner is. Brewski 523. Brewski 523. I don't know if you guys let me unplug it. Can I get there? You go. That's the handle. I should have showed you guys before, but the other ones are easy. I don't think Brewski's on here. At least I haven't seen you. We had a good conversation about soil compaction. I have a ton of clay in my yard and it's compacted. I mean, it's just a mess back there. So there's a lot of things that I'll be doing on an ongoing basis, not just the Air 8, which is what this video was about, but also doing the manual. I'll be doing a lot more of that in the fall. I know, Christian, you're a fescue guy for life, and your fescue looks phenomenal. So I say you keep going. I'm just saying, for me, it's just when you got a row mower, fescue's not the way to go. But that's just me. Anyway, what else? So you guys said you want to see the shed videos, so I will do that. I will not do them in consecutive order, simply because I think that you'll get annoyed with that. But I will do the videos of the shed. So I've got 2 pieces of it done so far. I have the foundation, like I said. I basically built the foundation like I did my parking pad, and then I did the floor, which was with pressure treated lumber. So I just got to finish those videos. Anyway, what else? What other questions? What is everybody else doing? Other than being like smoked out of the Pacific Northwest, who else is having like some crazy temps? Honestly, other than the crappy condo and being in PC, Panama City Beach, the weather was perfect. It was actually not too hot. It was actually really nice. Kind of were disappointed to leave, but I just couldn't stand being in that condo anymore. Papa Mows Low. My next house will be chosen by the soil conditions and lay of the land more than the house itself. If you're going to buy a chunk of land, that's the way to go. So Lawn Maverick, you mentioned a full front porch in one video. Is that going to be a wraparound? No, it will not, because this house is a Cape Cod style. So what we're going to do is, when you look at the front of my house, the very front where the front door is, it actually jets out just a little bit. So that's how the width of the porch will be that, and then it'll go out to the steps. My wife and I really enjoy sitting out one of our houses that we owned, and there's been many. One of the houses that we owned, we had this really great front porch, and we just loved it. The neighbors always came over and hung out. And so that's kind of the thing we want to recreate. And this neighborhood is awesome. We've been here for a couple months, and the neighbors have been really phenomenal. They've just been really great, and we've really enjoyed it. My sister-in-law lives right next door, so it's been good. Sorry, I had to have a little sip there. It's been in the 70s, Vinny. Where are you? You're in Nebraska. Oh, wow. Okay. So Bermuda Brian, you were hey, Bermuda Brian, I didn't even notice you were on here. You were in Sedona, 119. Yeah, the West has been just super, super hot. And then Peter, you're getting your 1,000 tomorrow. Nice. Yeah, the Greensmaster, the first time you mow that thing, I don't know if you ever used them before. When I got mine was the first time I ever used it, and it was interesting. Yeah, the front porch build, that's going to be project number 575, I guess. I don't know. My wife and I joke around about our list of projects that this house is going to have. The house is in great shape, but there's just lots of opportunities, so we're going to keep doing that. But we'll get to the porch at some point. One of the big projects that I want to do is where my parking pad is. As soon as I get rid of a few kids, that's going to become a whole giant workshop. Like, that's going to be a whole carriage house. I'm going to do that before I do the porch. But that's probably going to be a year to 2 years away before I get to that project. And that will be on a different channel. That won't be on here. But you guys will see it in the background. So Lawn Mentor, my front lawn is a salad bar of old car. Yeah, yeah, that's the whole reason why I'm doing it. It's just, you can tell the front of my lawn. Also, that's the other reason I'm doing it, is the fescue is just it's literally a smorgasbord of a whole bunch of different cultivars. So we're gonna clean that up. So what am I sipping on? I'm a bourbon guy, in case you guys didn't know that, and I am drinking Michter's, not Makers, Michter's, Michters. It's a Louisville bourbon, and it's fantastic. It really is. Not the rye, the bourbon. Okay, so Peter, so you're familiar with the thousands. You'll be good. So what else? All right, so you got 3 winners. Am I correct? Did I get the third one? Yes, I did. And I did do a screenshot. I think I'm gonna do a couple more. Let's get one right now. I promise you guys I wasn't gonna keep you on here for long. I know that these live videos can get really tedious when you have like 1 million people on here. Not 1 million people, sorry, when you get 1 million minutes. I've seen these 4-hour videos, and they can be a little tedious. All right, next winner is ScooterP. I think you're on here, aren't you? So ScooterP, if you are on here, or even if you're not, if you watch this video later, be sure to send me an email at dino@DIYLawnShark.com. And I'll put all that stuff in the description on when this video goes, becomes an actual video. I'll put all that stuff in the description. But just email me, go to the site, pick out what you want, and we'll go from there. I think I saw ScooterP on here. If not, I'll figure out a way how to get a hold of him. Let's see here. Lawn Mentor, Michter's is my favorite. Yeah, it's one of my favorites. The other one that I really like, if you guys are bourbon drinkers, if you guys have had Jefferson's Ocean, that stuff is legit. So that is my favorite. Michter's is a close second. Yeah, super good stuff. So Papa Mows Low, thinking about going with Seashore Paspalum in my next line. Huh, I've never even heard of that stuff. I have to look that up. So that's what the Braves do. Cool. So other bourbons, I just mentioned that one. Wild Turkey 101. Sipping on a Rainier. Very nice. Good job, Nate. Rock Hill, Elm Tree, Tealy, Angel's Envy, Joseph Magnus, Larceny. So Larceny, last year, if you guys don't know this, but Larceny was rated one of the best bourbons for the price. I think you can get it like super cheap, and it was rated really high up, and it is good. I always have Larceny. It's just an everyday thing. I do it mostly because it's cheap, and so when I have people over that are not bourbon drinkers, it's a good way to get people to try it out, and then I don't feel like I'm wasting good bourbon on somebody. And they don't know that. I mean, because I do drink Larceny on a regular basis. I'm just saying. So, Breckenridge by Colorado. So bourbons. Which one? So, what's Breckenridge by Colorado? Sorry, Brad. Thanks, Vinny. Yeah, I appreciate you joining. If you win anything, I got one more pull on this thing, and if we get you, check out the rest of the video later, and we'll see. I won't be on for much longer. We've been on for 42 minutes. Holy crap! So yeah, we'll probably be on for a few more minutes, and we'll be done. He's less than 1 per year, and is salt tolerant. Weeds can be treated by just putting salt on them. Oh, interesting. Oh, gotcha. So the Breckenridge by Colorado is like a standard bourbon. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, no worries, Vinny. Have a good night. All right, so let's do one more, and then we can call it a night. Let's see here. Papa Mows Low. There you go, bud. So you're the other winner. You're the final winner. That's 5 of you. Let me know what you want, and I'll be sure to send it to you. But yeah, I appreciate you participating. Yeah, absolutely. I appreciate you guys participating tonight. I mean, these are fun. I mean, I'll be honest with you, I'm super tired. So funny story. We drove home today, got in this morning, and then I've been just kind of tooling around, and I had to show a house. I'm a realtor. One of my jobs that I do is I'm a realtor, and I went out and I always check the radar before I go out on a motorcycle, especially during the summer, because you never know what's going to rain. Check the radar, and there's literally nothing on the radar for 100 miles. So I get on my motorcycle, I'm halfway there, and out of nowhere, it just came down like a torrential storm. I checked the radar, it still wasn't even on there. So, I mean, anyway, I got hit going out to show the house, and luckily the house was empty, so I could walk it while I was literally dripping wet, and then I got hit on the way back. So I literally ran in the house, had to take a quick shower because I was freezing to death, and then so then I got on here. But yeah, so that's been my day. So I'm that ride between the stress and just being soaked and freezing. I'm burnt. I'm so tired. So anyway, Danielson, hey bud. Oh, congratulations! You have a 2-day-old girl. Oh, that's awesome, man. Well, congratulations. Yeah, thanks, Nate. I appreciate it. You're a huge supporter. Nathan from Pacific Northwest Lawns, if you guys haven't watched his channel, he does some great stuff. And he's just been a great supporter, super encouraging guy. One of the guys I definitely consider a friend on here. Yeah, congrats, Pablo. Thanks, Danielson. Appreciate it. Yeah, me too. I love riding my motorcycle. Riding a motorcycle in the rain, no bueno. It is super cold and it hurts. It feels like you're getting pelted by sand. All right. Well, yeah, Mr. Humble there, Nate. Yeah, you're a good dude. But everybody on here, seriously, guys and gals, I love this community. I love the fact that we've got a really good diversity amongst people and geographies and cultivars and climates. I mean, that's one of the beauties of this community of lawn folks, is that we get to kind of share. And by no means do I ever feel like I know it all. I never want to come across that way. I learn more from watching other people's videos than anything. And sometimes, I'm one of those guys that learns just by screwing it up sometimes. It's just, if I do something and it messes up the lawn, then it is what it is. It's just grass, right? I mean, it'll grow back at some point. Right now, if I mess up my fescue, I mean, I've got to wait a few months before I can do anything about it, but it is what it is. So it's not a big deal. Yes, Brad. Life is better on two wheels. I'm the one thing I want to do is I want to do a big trip out west at some point. All right, Lawn Dad, appreciate you joining. Grace, thank you so much for joining and being part of this. Left Tool, thanks, appreciate it. Yeah, appreciate you being on and checking out the stuff. Really, really loving your guys' stuff right now. The golf. The whole fairway and everything you guys are doing out there, that is some cool stuff. Hope I get to, take my sticks out there one day and hit with you guys. But really enjoying those videos. Like I said, I love process videos. I love project videos. I love watching, people build things from ground up and seeing where it goes. And the fact that these guys are literally building a golf course in their back is pretty cool. All right, guys. Well, I said I was going to do 15 to 30 minutes, and we're at 47 minutes. I'm not going to hit the hour no matter what. Appreciate you guys joining. Appreciate everybody that supports this channel. Like I said, for those of you that won, if you watch this video later, I'll contact all the winners and somehow, and we'll figure out a way to get everything done. But go out to DIYLawnShark.com, go to the store, figure out what you want. If there's something on there that's not there, let me know, and we'll try and make it work out. So, all right, guys. Have a great night. Appreciate y'all joining. Thanks for all the support. Hopefully we'll get another one of these soon. And if not, we'll do one at least when I hit 2,000, right? I mean, we're at what am I at? 1,272 right now? Not too bad. All right, everybody. Have a good night.